Hey everyone, welcome aboard! Have you ever wondered what really happens on a cruise ship, beyond the glossy ads and endless buffets? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain to reveal the cruise secrets that can save you money, score you upgrades, and make your next vacation unforgettable. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned cruiser, you're about to learn the tips the cruise lines hope you never discover. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've ever cruised, or if it's still on your bucket list. Get ready, because these insider tips will change the way you cruise forever. I've spent years exploring cruise ships, chatting with everyone from captains to crew, and collecting the best hacks and stories. From wild crew parties to secret menus and hidden perks, I've seen it all. Some of these tips have saved me hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, and made my trips way more fun. So grab a notepad because you'll want to remember these. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 16 secrets that cruise lines absolutely hate when you know. Ready? Let's go! Secret hash 1. Hidden fees. You see that cheap headline price? That's just the bait. Once you're on board, the real costs start stacking up. Gratuities, port fees, taxes, activity charges, and more. I once booked a $499 cruise that ended up costing over $1,200 after all the extras. Always read the fine print and budget for at least 30% more than the advertised price. Here's what to look for. Daily gratuities, usually $14 to $20 per person per day, plus port fees, taxes, and sneaky charges for things like bottled water or room service. Even activities like rock climbing, escape rooms, or laser tag can cost extra. I once got hit with a $75 bill just for laundry. My advice? Pick 1 or 2 paid activities you really want and enjoy the free stuff the rest of the time. Use a spreadsheet or budgeting app to track your spending as you go. I always set a daily limit and check my account on the ship's app every night. Secret hash 2. Upgrade like a pro. You booked the cheapest room, the tiny one with no window, but you could end up in a balcony suite. Here's how. At check-in, politely ask if there are any complimentary or discounted upgrades available. I've scored a balcony for $100 extra just by asking nicely. Step by step, go to the counter at check-in, smile, and ask if there are any upgrades available. If the ship isn't sold out, they'd rather fill a room than let it sail empty. Mention if you're celebrating something special. It never hurts. I once met a couple who got a suite for the price of an inside cabin just by asking at the right time. Here's another trick. Check your cruise line's app or website a few days before sailing. Sometimes last-minute upgrade offers pop up for a fraction of the usual price. I once upgraded to a mini suite for $75 just by checking my email. A room that normally costs $2,000 extra could be yours for a tiny fraction. It's a gamble, but try it at check-in. Worst case, you keep your original room. Best case, you're sipping coffee on your private balcony, living the dream. Secret hash 3. The secret menu. Did you know the menu you see isn't always the only menu? There are often off-menu items, special dishes the chef can make if you know to ask. I've had lobster and curry just by chatting with my waiter and asking what's possible. Chefs are incredibly talented. If they have the ingredients, they can whip up whole lobster, filet mignon, or even a custom curry. I always build a friendly rapport with my waiter and tip a little extra. That's how you unlock VIP dishes. I once got a private tour of the galley just by being curious and polite. That little question, does the chef have off-menu specials tonight, can make your dining unforgettable. Don't be shy. The best experiences often come from simply asking. And if you want to go next level, check cruise forums for secret menu tips before you sail. I once found out about a hidden chocolate lava cake that wasn't on any menu. Total game changer. Bonus secret, embarkation day hacks. The first day of your cruise can feel like total chaos. Long lines, crowds everywhere, and everyone just trying to get on board as fast as possible. Here's my secret. Arrive at the terminal at least an hour before your assigned time. I once showed up early and breezed through security while others waited for ages. Packing hack. Always pack a carry-on with your swimsuit, sunscreen, and a change of clothes. Your checked bags might not arrive until later, but you'll be poolside and relaxing while everyone else waits. I learned this the hard way. Don't make my mistake. Dining reservation hack. As soon as you board, use the ship's app or head to guest services to make reservations for specialty dining, spa treatments, and shore excursions. The best time slots go fast. I missed out on a sold-out chef's table dinner once because I waited too long. Don't let that happen to you. And finally, secret hash 4. Get to know the crew. The friendlier you are, the more likely you'll get insider tips, special treatment, and maybe even a behind-the-scenes tour. I've gotten invited to crew parties, scored free drinks, and learned about secret decks just by chatting with staff. A simple thank you and a smile go a long way. Stick around. We're counting down 16 of the craziest cruise secrets. Some of these will blow your mind, and others will save you serious cash. Let's get into it. A secret hash 5. The hidden world of the crew. Ever wonder what happens after the cruise shift ends? While you're relaxing, they disappear into a hidden world below deck. A city within a city, with its own rules, routines, and secrets. I once chatted with Maria, a cabin steward from the Philippines, who told me, "We have our own parties, our own food, and even a crew store for essentials." Crew life is tough. Long hours, tiny cabins, but a real sense of family. I also met Alex, a chef from Romania, who said, "We celebrate birthdays together and sometimes we cook dishes from home to share with friends." Crew members form tight bonds, supporting each other through homesickness and long contracts. It's a world most passengers never see, but it's the heartbeat of the ship. Crew members work up to 12 hours a day, often for months at a time, but they find ways to have fun. Karaoke nights, soccer tournaments, and birthday celebrations in the crew mess. I once got a peek at a crew talent show. Trust me, these folks know how to party after hours. One night, I was invited to a crew-only karaoke contest, and the energy was electric. Crew from all over the world sang in their native languages, and the laughter was contagious. These moments are what keep spirits high during long contracts. Secret hash 6. Crew-only spaces. While passengers lounge by the pool, crew members have their own mess halls, gyms, and even private bars. I once chatted with a bartender who said their crew bar sells beer for just $1, a tiny escape from the long hours. These spaces are off-limits to guests, but they're where friendships are forged and stories are swapped. Crew gyms are basic but always busy, and the crew store stocks essentials from home, snacks, toiletries, and even phone cards to call family. It's a world of resourcefulness and camaraderie. Crew members often organize potlucks, sharing dishes from the Philippines, India, Ukraine, and more. It's a world most passengers never see, but it keeps the ship running smoothly. Next time you see a crew member, remember, they're the unsung heroes making your vacation possible. Secret hash 7. Life below deck. Most passengers only see half the ship. The rest is a maze of narrow corridors, tiny cabins, and bustling kitchens. Crew members tell me it's like living in a floating college dorm. Tight quarters, but a strong sense of community. I once toured the crew quarters. Bunks stacked high, shared bathrooms, and walls covered in photos from home. Despite the challenges, the laughter and teamwork are everywhere. At the crew bar, a beer costs $1 or $2, way less than what you'll pay upstairs. Crew members unwind here, sharing laughs and stories from around the world. If you ever get invited to a crew party, say yes, it's legendary. I've heard tales of themed parties, international food nights, and even crew talent competitions. These moments are the highlight of life at sea for many crew members. Secret hash 8. Drink package loopholes. Now let's talk drink packages. They sound like a deal, but can cost over $100 per person per day. Here's the catch. If one adult in your cabin buys it, everyone 21 and over must buy it too. No sharing allowed. For a 7-day cruise, that's $1,400 for a couple. Let's break down the math. $100 x 2 adults x 7 days equals $1,400. Always check the fine print before you buy. Some lines even add a 15-20% gratuity on top. Watch for unlimited packages that actually have daily limits. Here's a common mistake. Thinking you can get away with just one package per cabin. Cruise lines check, and you'll get charged for everyone if caught. But there are clever workarounds. Let's break them down. Tip hash 1. If you don't drink for medical or religious reasons, call the cruise line before you sail and ask for a soda package exemption. I saved $350 on my last cruise this way. Tip #2. If you're a light drinker, skip the package and buy drinks a la carte. On my last cruise, I tracked my spending and only spent $120 for the week, way less than the package price. Tip #3. Order the drink of the day or well brands to stay under the price cap. If your favorite cocktail costs a bit more, just pay the small difference. Warning: if you try to share drinks and get caught, you could lose your package with no refund. Always tip your bartender well. They're your best ally for great service and maybe a little flexibility. And remember, some ships let you bring a bottle of wine or non-alcoholic drinks on board. Check your cruise line's policy before you sail. Secret #9. Port shopping scams. When you dock, the ship's shopping expert will hype up certain stores. Here's the truth: these are paid partnerships, not unbiased recommendations. Prices are often higher to cover the cruise line's commission. I once bought a watch on sale only to find it $50 cheaper online. Always compare prices online and ask locals for real recommendations. Walk a few blocks from the pier to find local markets and artisans. You'll get better deals, unique finds, and support the real community. Safety tip: only book shore excursions through reputable operators. I once heard about a couple who booked a cheap tour online and got left behind when the bus broke down. If you book through the cruise line, the ship will wait for you if there's a delay. My advice: read reviews, check for official licenses, and always confirm return times. I always snap a photo of the tour operator's info, just in case, and keep the ship's emergency number handy. Secret #10. Free room service trick. Room service used to be free, but now many lines charge for hot items. Don't get surprised by a bill for late-night pizza or burgers. Always check the menu for fees before you order. But here's a trick: the continental breakfast, pastries, fruit, coffee, juice, is usually still free. Just fill out the card, hang it on your door, and enjoy breakfast in bed without paying a cent. Pro hack: grab single-serve items from the buffet the night before and stash them in your mini fridge. Combine them with your free pastries for a deluxe breakfast. Room service style, no extra charge. Perfect for lazy sea days and a taste of luxury on a budget. Remember, the best cruise secrets are the ones that make your trip smoother, cheaper, and way more fun. Try these tips on your next cruise and let me know in the comments which one saved you the most. Let's kick off with one of the biggest cruise secrets: how to board early and skip the chaos. The first day at the terminal is a madhouse, lines snaking everywhere, people juggling luggage, and everyone desperate to get on board. Here's my pro move: check in online as soon as the cruise line opens the window, and select the earliest arrival slot you can. I always set a calendar reminder for the moment online check-in opens, sometimes weeks in advance. On embarkation day, I show up at the port at least an hour before my assigned time, dressed comfortably with all my documents ready. More than once, I've breezed through security and been among the first to step onto the ship, while others waited for hours. Early boarding means you get first dibs on lunch, pool loungers, and those perfect crowd-free photos. Trust me, it's worth the effort. Here's a tech tip: most cruise lines now have their own apps. Download the app before you leave home. Use it to upload your documents, select your arrival window, and get real-time updates on boarding. I always enable push notifications. Sometimes the app will alert you if boarding opens early or if your group is called ahead of schedule. One time I got a ping while still in the parking lot and made it on board before the rush. The app is also your best friend for digital boarding passes, deck maps, and even tracking your luggage. If you're traveling with family or a group, link everyone's reservations in the app before you arrive. This guarantees you'll be assigned the same boarding group and can stick together. I've seen families separated for hours because they didn't do this step. Don't let it happen to you. Pro tip: take a group selfie at the terminal to celebrate the start of your adventure. Once you're on board, don't rush to your cabin. Head straight to the buffet or pool deck. Early birds get the freshest food, the best seats, and empty hot tubs. I always snap a few photos of the empty decks before the crowds arrive. Those shots are Instagram gold. If you want a spa appointment or a prime poolside lounger, book or claim them right away. The app lets you make dining and spa reservations instantly, so you don't have to wait in line at guest services. I once scored a last-minute chef's table dinner just by refreshing the app while everyone else was still unpacking. Here's a next-level hack: Use the ship's Wi-Fi to access deck maps and real-time crowd levels if available. Some cruise apps show which restaurants or pools are busy, so you can always find a quiet spot to relax. I found hidden corners and empty lounges just by checking the app's map. If you're a techie, bring a portable charger. Your phone will be your cruise command center. Now let's talk about secret decks and hidden spaces. Most ships have quiet corners that almost nobody knows about, perfect for reading, napping, or just soaking in the view. I once found a secluded spot at the very front of the ship, just me and the ocean breeze. Look for unmarked doors at the ends of corridors, or try decks below the bridge. Some cruise forums even share maps of these secret spots. Search your ship's name before you sail. Bring a coffee and watch the sunrise from your hidden oasis. If you're lucky, you might spot dolphins or flying fish. Don't be afraid to explore. Take the stairs, open doors that look like they lead nowhere, and walk to the very ends of the ship. I've found hidden lounges, quiet sun decks, and even a secret observation room this way. Just remember to respect crew-only signs. If you're into photography, these spots are perfect for stunning crowd-free shots. I always bring a wide-angle lens for those epic sunrise views. Here's a bonus. Some ships have secret doors at the end of cabin hallways that lead to outdoor decks. If you see a door with no signage, give it a try. It might just open to your new favorite spot. I once stumbled onto a private sun deck this way and had it all to myself for an afternoon. Let's talk money. Specifically, how to get a refund if your cruise price drops. Most cruise lines offer price protection before your final payment. I once saved $300 by calling the cruise line and asking for a price adjustment when I spotted a lower fare online. Here's how. Set a weekly reminder to check prices, use price tracking tools or apps, and enable notifications for fare drops. If you see a better deal, call or email your agent right away and ask for the difference. Some cruise apps even send price alerts. Turn those on. Many cruise lines will adjust your booking or give you onboard credit if the price drops before your final payment. I always set a weekly calendar reminder to check prices. Just 2 minutes can save you a fortune. If you booked through a travel agent, have them do the work for you. Don't leave money on the table. And if you get onboard credit, use it for specialty dining, spa treatments, or shore excursions. Just check your app to see your balance. If the price drops after you've paid in full, you might not get cash back, but many lines will offer onboard credit, free money for drinks, specialty dining, or excursions. I once got $150 in credit just for asking politely. Always be persistent and keep records of your booking and price changes. It pays off. Set a calendar reminder to check cruise prices every week until your final payment. It's a simple habit that can save you hundreds. I've made it part of my pre-cruise routine and it's paid off every time. Don't forget, if you see a deal, act quickly before it disappears. And here's a bonus. Some travel websites track cruise prices for you and send alerts. Sign up for those before you book. Now, let's talk about saving money on drinks, legally. Drinks on board are pricey. $8 for a soda, $15 or more for a glass of wine. But here's the hack. Most cruise lines let you bring one unopened 750 milliliters bottle of wine or champagne per adult in your carry-on. I always pack mine and enjoy a sunset toast on my balcony. No bar tab required. Check your cruise line's beverage policy in the app before you sail. Some allow small non-alcoholic drinks like soda or juice, but only in your carry-on, not checked bags. If you open your wine in a restaurant, you'll pay a corkage fee, usually $15, $20. But in your cabin, it's totally free. I recommend bringing a small bottle opener and some snacks for a private balcony picnic. It's one of my favorite cruise rituals. And if you're celebrating something special, let the staff know in the app or at check-in. Sometimes they'll surprise you with a free treat or drink. Many cruise lines also let you bring small non-alcoholic drinks, like soda or juice, in your carry-on. I always pack a few cans to save money and have my favorites on hand. Just remember, carry-on only. And don't forget to sign up for your cruise line's loyalty program in the app. Even first-timers can get perks like free drinks, Wi-Fi, or priority boarding. I always register before I sail and check for special offers in the app. So, use the tech, know the rules, and cruise smarter, not harder. Your wallet and your Instagram feed will thank you. If you have your own cruise hack, drop it in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ideas to share. Cruise lines love to advertise paid extras, but some of the best entertainment on board is totally free. Think Broadway-style shows, live bands, comedians, movie nights under the stars, trivia contests, karaoke, and even poolside dance parties. There's something for everyone, every night. Don't miss themed nights like white parties or masquerade balls, where everyone gets involved for unforgettable memories. And here's a pro tip. Many ships offer free classes, dance lessons, cooking demos, language basics, even photography workshops. Check your daily schedule and try something new for free. I always recommend grabbing a copy of the daily planner or using the ship's app to mark your must-see events. Pro tip: check the daily schedule for pop-up events like cooking demos, art auctions, or themed parties. Arrive early, seats fill up fast, and the best spots go to those in the know. I once scored front-row seats to a magic show just by showing up 10 minutes early. For families, look for free kids' club activities and scavenger hunts. And don't forget pool games and fitness classes. Most are included in your fare. You could fill every minute with amazing free activities, pool games, fitness classes, scavenger hunts, and even language lessons, without spending a dime. I always join the morning stretch on deck for a great start to the day. For a quick reference, make a checklist of your top free activities and keep it handy so you don't miss out. Now, let's talk cabins. Your room's location can make or break your cruise. Want peace and quiet? Avoid cabins above or below nightclubs, theaters, or the pool deck. Light sleeper? Pick a room sandwiched between other cabins, away from elevators and stairwells. If you're traveling with kids, consider a cabin near the kids' club for easy access. Some ships have secret inside cabins with extra space or quirky layouts. Ask your travel agent or check cruise forums for hidden gems. Pro tip: use deck plans and online reviews to compare cabin locations before you book. And if you're prone to seasickness, book a midship lower deck cabin for the smoothest ride. For seasickness, book a midship lower deck cabin. This is the ship's balance point with the least motion. If you want a view, splurge on a balcony. But if you're on a budget, inside cabins are dark and perfect for sleeping in. I once saved hundreds by booking a guarantee cabin, letting the cruise line pick my room, and I ended up with a free upgrade. Always check for last-minute upgrade offers at check-in and don't be afraid to ask for a better room. Tipping can be confusing. Most lines add automatic daily gratuities to your account, usually $14 to $20 per person per day. This covers your room steward, dining staff, and more. If you get exceptional service, hand your favorite crew member a thank you card with a little extra cash. Trust me, it makes their day. If service is poor, you can ask guest services to adjust or remove these charges, but the best move is to leave them on and tip extra in cash to staff who go above and beyond. A $20, $50 bill at the end of your trip can make someone's week. I always write a quick thank you note for my cabin steward. It's a small gesture that means a lot. Pro tip: prepare small envelopes with cash before your trip for easy tipping. Let's talk about food waste and sustainability. Cruise ships serve thousands of meals a day, and the average ship throws away 15-20 tons of food per week. The good news: many lines now use high-tech digesters, donate untouched food at port, and are cutting down on single-use plastics. Bring a reusable water bottle and say no to plastic straws to help out. Some ships even have onboard recycling and composting programs. Look for the green bins. You can help by taking only what you'll eat and avoiding single-use plastics. I always pack a reusable coffee cup and water bottle. Saves money and the planet. Some lines even reward eco-friendly guests with perks like free drinks or special events. Every little bit helps the environment. Want to see the magic behind the scenes? Many ships offer exclusive tours of the galley, engine room, bridge, backstage theater, and even the laundry that handles thousands of towels a day. These tours fill up fast, so book on day one. Ask at guest services or check the app for availability. These behind-the-scenes tours are a must for cruise fans and make for amazing stories and photos. Here's a packing hack. Bring magnetic hooks for extra storage, a small power strip for charging devices, and a nightlight for those dark inside cabins. I always pack a foldable tote bag for souvenirs and a waterproof phone pouch for excursions. These little extras make a huge difference. For a quick reference, Make a packing checklist before you leave home. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Here's a post-cruise secret. If you had a great time, ask about future cruise credits or rebooking offers before you disembark. Many lines give you onboard credit or discounts for booking your next trip while still on the ship. I once scored $200 in credit just for reserving my next cruise at the loyalty desk. And don't forget to sign up for your cruise line's loyalty program. Even first-timers can get perks like free drinks, Wi-Fi, or priority boarding. Check the app or ask at guest services for details. And that's a wrap. 17 cruise secrets to help you save money, score upgrades, enjoy free perks, and cruise smarter than ever before. From hidden menus to eco-friendly hacks, you're now ready to make the most of every voyage. If you learned something new or have your own cruise tip, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow travelers. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. See you on the next one. And until then, smooth seas and happy cruising. Ready to take your cruise game to the next level? Welcome to the bonus chapter. Advanced Secrets Expert hacks the future of cruising. Want the best deals? Book during wave season January to March, deepest discounts and onboard perks. Stack these with loyalty benefits, credit card offers. For the ultimate upgrade, bid for upgrade programs. Solo traveler? Choose ships with dedicated solo cabins. Look for exclusive solo meetups. Some lines waive the single supplement. Join online cruise groups before you sail. Meet fellow solo cruisers. Share tips or split excursions. I once made lifelong friends by joining a trivia team on day one. Families. Many ships offer kids clubs, babysitting services, family-friendly cabins with extra space. Book early for family suites. Kids sail-free promotions, hidden gems, splash pads, teen lounges, science labs at sea. Download the ship's app before you board. Luxury seekers. Book a suite in the ship-within-a-ship luxury enclave. Private pools, exclusive restaurants, a dedicated concierge. Some lines offer butler service, in-suite spa treatments, priority access. Charter a private shore excursion. Book a chef's table dining experience, future tech, facial recognition boarding, wearable keycards, app-based everything, eco, cleaner fuels, solar panels, underwater drones protecting marine life, more local, authentic shore experiences, timed entry and smaller group tours to reduce crowds. Always check for repositioning cruises, one-way voyages with longer itineraries, unique ports, amazing value per day. Perfect for adventurers and digital nomads. Share your most epic cruise hack in the comments below. I'll feature the best tips in our next video. We'll reveal crazy features you never knew existed. Robot bartenders, skydiving simulators at sea. Subscribe, hit that bell, join our community.